for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the 49ers literally won up that opening touchdown drive, huh? As they take a 7-6 lead here. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Send everybody deep. I know he wants to wait and stretch the field and use his arm. The trouble is you wait too long, you end up on your back.
Offense to the line for second down. Another try following the sack. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
They kick the running back in motion. Now Hurts on third and long. That's caught for the first. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take a second quarter lead. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. So, Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
And he won't get away. They bring him down. The sack prevents them from adding another 2 more to that lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a first and 10. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Finds his man. It's Ricky Pearsall. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down. Now a give to Garendo. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3. Offense in the hurry up here. Here's second and 7. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. Set up. Go.
On third down, Purdy. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. And the Eagles nearly take it back for a pick 6, but he's stopped at the very last moment.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right? You watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick 6. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
3 yards to pick up that time, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's second and goal. Barkley can't push it across. They make the stand, and looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too. San Francisco calls it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. So now, here's third and goal. They're going to try to run it in, Barkley. And he gets in, touchdown. The Eagles grow their lead just before halftime. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to fourth and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on third and goal.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10.
Ready? 70, Timberwolf. Hut, hut.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Brought in by Ayuk. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. 49ers moving quickly, trying to get their offense to the line. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. That finds Ayuk, complete. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. 49ers moving quickly, trying to get their offense to the line. Play action now with Purdy. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball, left side. Looking for his wide receiver there. So second down coming up.
Tag. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 19 Lion.
To throw again, it's Purdy. Left side secured by Ayuk. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
Cougar 19. Cowboy 80. Check go.
From the gun is Purdy. Finds him over the middle. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. 49ers moving quickly, trying to get their offense to the line.
70 Lion. Ready?
Purdy throwing here. That one's incomplete in the end zone. That throw doesn't lead to 6. But still plenty of options left on third and short.
Oh, that is going to haunt him. A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is if he can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Get up.
Looking to throw on third and 1. And got his man. That's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers make it a one-score game before halftime. PAT up and good for Moody. And the 49ers get it back to within 6. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. On the return, Britton Covey. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
Good. You on left.
One final shot before halftime. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Ayuk put in motion left.
Ready?
Back to throw. Here's Purdy. That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that'll bring up second down.
Here we go, sack. Viking 18. Go.
Looking to throw. Purdy. Brought in by Ayuk near the sideline. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
First and 10 from the 41.
70. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll motion him out of the backfield.
Hut, hut.
First down throw by Purdy. Hauled in by Garindo. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Bronco 80. Hut.
Purdy to throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him.
On the ball, on the
A
ball.
dose of the hurry-up
Down.
offense here.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
After the sack, another pass on second down. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again.
On the ball now, on the ball.
Offense up to the line fast.
Cougar 19. Check go.
Here he is on 3rd and long. He throws a bullet to the center of the... And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles return the interception almost to midfield before the tackle's made.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 42. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles push their lead further to start the half. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. The Eagles lined up here. They're trying for 2 once again.
Miami.
From the pistol, Hurts. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go now. Ready?
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Purdy on first down. Complete to Pearsall. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Purdy throwing here on first. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Back to the air on second. Purdy escapes the pocket. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. Working quickly here. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Pearsall there to grab it. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. This is the end of the third quarter. It's 49ers ball, and they're sort of in comeback mode here. They trail to start the fourth. Still on the move, coming to the line for first and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Garindo running between the tackles. Hits the end zone for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers now within one score in the fourth. Isaac Garindo with the touchdown. So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space, took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good, Kate. You'll hear running back coaches say this: slow to and then explode through. And that's exactly what he did. Slow to the hole, but explodes for the touchdown.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. They're out and set, first and 10.
Great, set.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Barkley's got it. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's second and 5. Hurts now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Offense in the hurry up here. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Looking to throw. Able to get it to Barkley. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
It's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
On the give, it's Garindo. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Well, Kate, a 2-yard run on 1st down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule, but you're going to have to pick up the pace.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. 49ers trailing by 5. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Come on, set. 60 Eagles, 18 Rattler, Buffalo 18. Set go.
From the 23. And they got there in time. He's taken down.
Hustle.
49ers moving quickly, trying to get their offense to the line.
Viking 18. Ready.
To throw. Cut at the 10-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Gotta think this is 4-down territory, Brock, as they come up here 1st and goal.
Set.
Garindo. No gain for them there, setting up 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
They're lining up on the doorstep. 2nd and goal from inside the 1.
19 Tiger. Street. Ready.
They'll go right back to Garindo. And he will score and give them the lead in the final minute. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
Hawk 70. Bronco 80. Dragon 60. Go.
Setting up to pass. And it falls incomplete. Can't make that pass work, so as a result, they will not be able to push their new lead to a field goal. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. Still one more in their pocket to use.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Back to throw. He's got time here. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining. Trying to find A.J. Brown. And now they face second down. Here he is to throw. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
San Francisco calls it second timeout. Still one more in their pocket to use. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Hey, thumbs up, alert.
Here he is to throw. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Talanoa Hufanga makes the play. And the 49ers make the play that should win them this game.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
This is why it's called a victory formation. He takes a knee and the seconds tick away towards a win. So the 49ers take the win here in front of the faithful in Santa Clara. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths. Because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All of us. Indeed, all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge.
Well, they don't call them the faithful for nothing, Brock. Fans numbering 70,000 strong have made the trek to Santa Clara, and they're ready to cheer on their 49ers here at Levi's Stadium. Jake Moody now ready to get this one started. And we're off from Levi's Stadium. Ty Chandler to return. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Charvarius Ward brings him down. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, McCarthy. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. His first throw is an interception. That's Diamador Lenore. And the 49ers are off to a great start defensively. They force a turnover on the opening possession.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
Now Garindo. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. 2nd and 13. That throw finds Kittle. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Offense up to the line fast. 3rd and short. Here's Purdy. The throw is caught. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Ricky Pearsall with the touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Chandler now on the return. And look at this return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. He's loaded another one up. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the 49ers get it back after making their 3rd first half interception. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Ivan Pace able to make the stop. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
70 Lions.
2nd and 8. Kittle brings it in. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
New set of downs for him from the 46.
Here we go, here we go. At the 60, at the 60.
First down throw by Purdy. Connection made to Isaac Garindo. They get 13 on the pickup. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, It's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
60 Eagle, 60 Eagle.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Has him on the quick hitter. And that's good for a gain of 5. That tackle made by Blake Cashman. We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number 1. Neither side separating much so far. Back to Levi Stadium right after this. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They'll have second down as they look to continue this good drive.
70 Timberwolves. Check out.
To throw again, it's Purdy. That throw behind his intended target. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Come on, set. Ready.
Looking to throw, Purdy. Escapes out to the left. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. Looks like they're going to happily turn this one down and let the play stand.
Viking 18, set. Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Purdy throwing here on first. Finding Pearsall. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Hawk 70.
From the 18 on second down. He's on the move. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Working quickly here.
Hey, check that. Hey, smash Bronco. Go.
Trying it left side with Garindo. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. So it's the 2-minute warning here from the home of the faithful. And it's the 49ers behind the sticks on 2nd and 11.
18 Cardinal. Shut up.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. Cut near the goal line. He has the San Francisco touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
On is Moody for the extra point. And that one is no good. Didn't even come very close to sneaking that one in. So leave that score as is. So following the missed point after, a chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. Chandler now on the return. Return's looking good so far. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the... That's complete inside the 35. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. 1st and 10. Here's McCarthy. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown. The Vikings make it a one-score game before halftime. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. Wow, just fantastic work there. Tiptoeing along the back line. The concentration was there. Great catch for 6.
Yeah, the concentration and the body control. I don't know how these receivers do it in this day and age. There's no space to work with, yet they have such an awareness to secure it first, to tap dance the line, and go get that touchdown.
Putting the tight end in motion. He's throwing for it! And this is going to be caught, getting aggressive as they trail in this game, and that takes them 2 points closer. So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. First and 10 now from the 30. From the gun is Purdy. Brought in by Ayuk. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Purdy on first down. Escapes the pocket. Gets out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Back to throw. Here's Purdy. Chased out to his right. Taken off with it again. And a solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out. That one gains 7. And that's a 49er first down.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They've got a man in motion. Purdy setting up that play action. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10.
Go!
From the red zone now. This throw is caught. Touchdown, San Francisco! It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they could be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
And he'll get into the end zone. Their lead now up to 13 points. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Only half a minute to go in our half. Let's see how they begin the drive. Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. Launches one deep downfield. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Here we go.
McCarthy trying again on second down. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Let's go now. 79 Broncos.
Putting a receiver in motion. McCarthy throwing on third down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Timeout taken by the offense. Their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
These defenders, they can just feel it. You're up a couple scores in the game, and you know what the other side is starting to do. They're starting to press, and you're going to start to see a little bit more pass. And that's when these defenders pin their ears back. They get home, and they create havoc in a sack, just like that.
Go track.
McCarthy to throw for it. He lets one fly deep downfield. And it falls incomplete. And a surprising fourth down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Viking 18.
Now it's Purdy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Come on, set. 19 Tiger. Ready?
Another try following the sack. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining. Looking for his wide receiver there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for it. They were thinking interception for a second, and incompletion is still pretty good, too.
On 3rd down, Purdy. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Fielded at the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Bronco 80.
Purdy to throw it. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Hook.
Here's Purdy to throw. Into the hands of Kittle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Cougar 19. Ready?
That finds Ayuk complete. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Shaq Griffin finishing that play off.
Cowboy 80. 60 by 60.
Motioning right is Ayuk.
Let go.
We've got a fumble pretty close to midfield. Oh, and they get it back. The play's still live. Offense in the hurry up here.
Lion. Panther 60. Panther.
First down throw by Purdy. Gobbled up on the right side. That's Ayuk. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. 70 Timberwolves. Ready?
To throw again, it's Purdy. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
19.
Receiver in motion going left. Working inside the red zone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Offense up to the line fast.
Hawk 70. Hawk Rocco 80. Ready?
After the sack, another pass on second down. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they're left with 3rd and goal.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Cougar 19. Go.
From the gun, Garindo. And he'll pick up a little down to the 12-yard line. That run good for 3 yards, but still a ways out as it brings up 4th and goal.
Well, the defense, they couldn't stop him for a loss, but they denied him the goal line at least. Now we get to see, right? Decision time, one of these critical decisions of whether or not they're going to go for an all-or-nothing 4th down play.
Moody knocks it through. And that'll give him a 16-point advantage.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Chandler now on the return. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down.
Let's go.
On play action now, McCarthy. Here's a loft deep down the middle. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
To the air, third and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. So we're through 3 here. It's Vikings football. They're down, but not out on the scoreboard. They need a lot here, but still going for it on 4th and 15. Now they send their back in motion right. Forced out to his right. He connects downfield on 4th. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. That's caught at the 4. Touchdown, Minnesota. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
He's throwing for it. Nothing doing on that 2-point opportunity. A fail on the conversion. Pretty easy to recognize the intensity on that 2-point try. Could have made it a 1-score game, but instead, still a 10-point deficit, Brock. They're going to need a couple more scores.
They sure will. Means more than likely a couple possessions too, Kate. And we're to the point, if you look up at that scoreboard, there's not going to be many possessions left in this one.
He stopped on the return at the 27. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
On the carry, it's Garindo. And he'll take this up to around the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Complete to Pearsall. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
This is Garindo. And he's able to drive up past the 40. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. 49ers holding a 10-point lead. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Come on, set.
Man in motion, headed right. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Byron Murphy picks it. And the Vikings have some new life in the 4th.
You know, Kate, so often they say that defense is just reactionary. They're just reacting to what the offense is doing. But I'll tell you what, when you got a defensive call like that, the right personnel, nickel coverage, right, the right defensive plan, it plays such a huge role in helping take the ball away.
Warriors 70. Cut 19. Cut 19.
First and 10, here's McCarthy. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Second and 10, McCarthy. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the 49ers return the interception almost to midfield before the tackle's made. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got one, we got two. Do I hear a third interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought the defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Brought in by Ayuk. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Hurry up offense now as time runs down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
That one's out and cut on the right side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
Cougar 19.
Purdy on first down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That throw was looking for Brandon Ayuk. And now it's second down.
Go! Cowboy 80. Ready?
Shotgun snap for Purdy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Working fast as the clock ticks towards 0.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Go!
Third and long, Purdy. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining. That one intended for Brandon Ayuk. So that brings up fourth and long.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
70 Lion. Hut, hut.
Purdy trying on fourth down. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Sometimes a quarterback gets so focused on coverage down the field, you lose sight of those linemen right in front of you. On that occasion, he throws it right to the D lineman. Easy to get the paw up and swat away a potential first down.
One final shot here. And that last pass falls incomplete as this game comes to a close. So the 49ers take the win here in front of the faithful in Santa Clara.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Now the Michigan man, Jake Moody, to get us started. And we are underway from Kansas City. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
Yellow.
Mahomes not wasting time. He'll throw. Well, this one complete. It's Rashee Rice. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
Yellow. Fight on these two. Fight on these two. Hey, rip list.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And this one is incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
Yellow.
Throwing now is Mahomes. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 43. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Hey, 57 colors, 57 colors.
Mahomes going to throw. And no hesitations, they go right back to Kelce. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16, and another first down.
Yellow. Hey, 43, 15.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Niners are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Purdy. That'll be caught right side by the rookie receiver. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Purdy going to give it to Garindo. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Purdy looking to throw. Under a heavy rush, and and down he goes. They need 12 here. It's third down. Now Purdy, he's going to change the look here. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chanel. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's third and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
2 seconds to go, first quarter.
15.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after one. The second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Attack! Yellow.
Now here's Mahomes. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the 49ers will take over here just shy of the 30. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now a 2nd and 10.
19, Tiger, go!
Purdy now to throw. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try the middle with Garindo. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. How about this? They'll change it at the line.
18
On 4th down, here's Purdy. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Here's Garindo on 1st down. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Now Purdy. And the Chiefs are going to get him. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
Now Patrick going to change the play. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked it for a win in the defense's column.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Back to throw, Purdy. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Play action, now Purdy. And that is incomplete.
How about the short?
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The kicker, Jake Moody's got it teed up, and we are underway now from Santa Clara. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On the first snap, here's Mayfield. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it second down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Eluding the pressure right. Looking for Shepard deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 36 yards on the play.
And this offense has come out swinging here in the early going. They pick up a nice chunk on that pitch and catch. And the two of them have this offense moving in the right direction to start this game.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Regular.
Throwing, Mayfield. This is caught, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Bucky Irving, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. 2nd and 14 after the sack. Now Purdy, he's going to shift him around into something else. 2nd and 14. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Now they'll audible to something else. Purdy now to throw off the play action. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a third down coming up.
Okay, ready?
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Here's Purdy. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll go for it. Here's Purdy. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Hey, alert, 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 alert! What's that?
Mayfield. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.